The following is a presentation of the 6HL powered by Sports Gamer and the 6HL media team. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 6HL Thursday Night Hockey. As always, I'm your host, TJ Chalkboard, coming to you live from the basement of the Legion of Doom headquarters. As I said, it is Thursday Night Hockey. And tonight, we got two great games for you. Going back to back at 10 p.m., we'll have the Arizona Coyotes versus the Nashville Predators. And then after that one at 10:45, we got the Vegas Golden Knights and the Detroit Red Wings. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me, returning, as you may have seen in the intro, it's my good buddy. Oh, no, I didn't change the name. It's Rady. Oh, man, I did it to you. I did the same thing to Busta. Dude, I am so sorry. But anyway, Rady, how are you doing?
Very good tonight, man. How are you?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Just taking a look at the action. Obviously, our first game is going to be, as I said, Arizona and Nashville. Anything standing out to you in that one?
Well, last time I was here, we saw Nashville,
Yeah.
and that was the game that they came back late and won. So let's see what their play style looks like. I know they've got a new addition in Two Tiger One Cage.
Yeah.
Uh, that's a nice late addition
Yeah.
to the team, I'd say. And he's in the lineup tonight, so we'll get to see him, and we'll see what that looks like with the new look at Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That is gonna be a pretty good look for them. I would say, actually, if we go and we take a look at the lines right now. So for the Arizona Coyotes, we have at center will be Radley, Bed Nasty at left wing, and Fancy Duck on the right wing. HC Metal will be playing left D and V-Rabs at right D, along with Dealey in net. For the Nashville Predators, it is Slang at center. As you just mentioned, Rady two tagger, one cage at left wing. Tolerant will be on the right wing with Vogty at left defense. Shoot Silas at right D, and Jesus Hacks You at goal. Looking at those lineups, man, like they look pretty good. Pretty good. This should be a pretty solid matchup. Both of these teams definitely in playoff contention, sitting right in the middle of the pack in their respective conference.
Yes, I admit to not being too familiar with some of the Arizona players, but Jesus in net for Nashville, he was the goalie. Last time we saw him, we talked about him, made some big saves that kept them in that game, that let them steal it. He's been a good goalie all the way through. So let's see if we have another goalie battle
Oh yeah.
or if it's a shootout. You know how EA is. It's going to be anything, and we're here for it. See what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. You never know how it's going to go. If EA is going to take control of the game or what, right? If you're actually going to get to play it your way. Sometimes EA
And
just doesn't want to give you the opportunity.
for all the talk about it last time, I thought we had two really good games. I,
Oh
I I
yeah.
don't really remember too many grown, goals where you're like, that. I thought, every goal we saw last Friday was a hockey goal that
Yeah.
you see in the NHL, and that's all we're really looking for, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we're gonna get them tonight.
Exactly. I'm positive we're gonna get them too. Really quickly, I know. Again, talking about Arizona and Nashville. So
Mhm.
you have the defensive combination of HC Metal and V-Rabs. Now, for those who don't know HC is a pretty good left defenseman. I think, kind of underrated. I've played with the guy. He seems to have a lot of good upside. So I think that is probably, I think, where the difference is going to be. If Arizona manages to play the trap well, and keep Nashville to the outside, make it easy for Dealey. I think these are the guys that are definitely going to be able to do it, and yeah, I think that Arizona can definitely walk away with one here tonight.
Yeah, I think the name of the game this year is definitely defense. Um, not to, as a forward, I don't mean to send any insults our way, but I think you can get around not having an optimal forward line if you have that great back line. That back line, especially coming out of the zone, especially breakout passes,
Yeah.
just avoiding the forecheck.
Yeah.
It so many times that is the difference in the game. It just really is at this point. And yeah, we'll be looking, especially like you said, I'll be looking at those D just as you said, and we'll see if they're the difference makers.
Exactly. We got 2 minutes here until game time. Just actually waiting for these guys to go live. I'm gonna send a message right now. Zap X96 is now following. Thank you very much, Zap. Appreciate the follow. Glad to have you here. Like I said, guys, just waiting for Arizona and Nashville to get this stream going. Is
there any way we can? Is there any way we could keep score on which co-host brings the most followers here?
Ooh, that would be good. I wish we could. You gonna start bringing some boys in? That'd be fun.
I mean, I don't have a wrestling mask and a white tank top, but I'm sure I'm a close second.
You definitely are. Like, I think everybody's great, man. Like you were great. The last time we had, I had you with me. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun talking hockey with you, talking shop. Actually, really quickly.
Sure.
So just before going live here, guys, and I'm sorry that we were late. Part of it has to do with some technical difficulties we were having with Twitch, but more importantly, I was watching my Bruins. And my Bruins actually beat Columbus here tonight, 2-1 in overtime. David Pastrnak scoring the game-winning goal, getting his 99th point of the season. And that win gives them their 58th win of the season, and they have clinched the President's Trophy. So the Bruins definitely getting it done. Like I've said, they look massive. Some the additions that these guys have made, they look absolutely fantastic, and I can't see another team being able to beat them.
Sure. No other teams, south of Boston, you mean?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'll take a second. I don't want to step on your Bruins because you that's a great accomplishment tonight.
Yeah.
Great to you guys. I really don't have anything against the Bruins and never have. And the way they played earlier in the year.
Yeah. With the injuries, everything else.
Right. It was really, and again, it was before they even included their playoff editions and stuff. But yeah, they were a great story early on when the doldrums of the season, not much is going on. But my Rangers, man. I mean,
oh, dude.
I mean, we were already kind of built as a playoff team. And I don't know how much of this I brought up last time, but we have a goalie that could steal anything, a series, a game, a couple of series.
Yeah.
We have a shutdown defense that hits hard and mostly legal.
Yeah, mostly.
And mostly legal.
Mostly, yeah.
And and now all the showpieces that we got are starting to click, and it's we're gonna be tough to beat.
Oh, no doubt.
I do. I think it's you and you and me, man. Again, I'm obviously biased.
Yep. Yeah.
But the Hurricanes, maybe it's because we've handled them well.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you see them trip up every couple of nights, every couple of games or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they're not as terrified. Of course, I don't want to put any bulletin board material up, but the team I'm worried most about is you.
Yep.
And your guys, but other than that, I really like my chances. I love the Rangers' chances. I wish we had picked a better year to make a run at it, or but it is what it is, and man, I can't wait for the playoffs. I know we talked about this before, but it can't come soon enough.
No, and I like the idea. I like that there is an idea and a potential there of us actually seeing an Eastern Conference final between, two of the original six, the Boston Bruins and the New York Rangers. And how long it's been since we've seen that, let alone, how good that series would be. Like, the Bruins are on a different level. Like, let's take a look at the other night versus Tampa Bay, right? Like, immediately, as soon as the puck dropped, Maroon was out on the ice, and the Bruins were like, okay, let's go. And gloves flying everywhere, 2 fights right off the very top of it. The exact same thing. There were 3 fights in the game against Columbus tonight. They're not messing around. Like, if you go after one of their guys, they're coming back at you, and they're showing exactly who they are. They're showing that character, and that's what I think just makes them so dangerous. Like, there are teams that are good, right? Like I said, the Rangers are good. The Leafs are good. Carolina is good. The New York Islanders, oh boy, they're another story that we could definitely talk about, right? They've kind of turned their season around. They finally seem to be clicking. They're another one that looks very good, right? So, definitely cannot be taken out of the conversation of what's happening in the Eastern Conference. But the Bruins are playing at a different level, and they've done it with the injuries right at the start of the season when you had Marchand, Coyle, and oh my God, there was a third one that was out of the lineup. Foligno's out of the lineup right now. Hall's out of the lineup right now, and the boys are still stepping up. It's that depth. And like I said, I think that just makes them so dangerous. Not to mention, like, if Allmark doesn't win the Vezina this season, like,
I mean, I'm a fan of him.
Yeah.
Again, there's he's been playing obviously amazing. But and again, not to steal your thunder, I'm sure you could talk Bruins all night long. But
Yeah.
you mentioned Leaf in there.
Yep.
And I know it's a hot topic.
Yep.
But for the last couple of years, I've been saying, how can this much talent, not figure it out? Like, this is going to be the Leafs' year. This is going to be the Leafs' year. And wouldn't it be something if this was their year when it was like the hardest mountain to climb? What would happen in Toronto? You're outside of Toronto, right? You're right.
Exactly.
You're right there.
Exactly.
What would that be like if they put it together this year?
Yeah.
And won it? It would be bedlam, I would imagine.
Oh, it would be absolutely crazy, right? And that is just it, right? What happens if they can make it out of the first round? We know, obviously, no matter how we look at it, first round is going to be Toronto and Tampa Bay. But yeah, if Toronto can make it out of that first round, you do not know what they can do. But right now, until they get out of the first round, it is between the ears. I don't care what anybody says. This Maple Leafs team is good, but for Marner, for Matthews, for a few guys on that team, Hall, it's between the ears. And here we go, boys. We are all ready. We are live. Just going to jump out of studio mode here.
Sure.
As I cut on over. Yeah, here we go. So Nashville Predators, Arizona Coyotes, our 10 p.m. game starting in just a few seconds here. Let's get some predictions in the chat. Who do you think is going to win this one? We got Arizona. We got Nashville. It's Dealey versus Jesus Hacks You. So what do we think? Let's hear it from the chat. Busta Dimes is in the chat. King of Media. Busta, yes. Busta is the king of media. Head of media. I'm not the head of media. No way. No way. Nuh-uh.
King of media, KOM.
So Rash calling Nashville Shoot Silas. Calling Nashville. First time chat from Shoot Silas. Saying that we're live. Thank you very much, Shoot. Appreciate you watching. Glad to have you here. Actually, let me just go on in here. I do believe I saw him turning off the volume of the commentators. Yeah, no commentator volume. I love it when it works out like this. So we can actually have some crowd.
I may or may not have sent Shoot Silas a personal link when he requested it earlier.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Very good. Well, appreciate that. And here we go. Game is underway. Nashville and Arizona, game 1 of the night. There's Nashville working it down low. That one gets taken. Arizona now moving it up. Here's Bedard. Bed puts it around the board. Oh, out front shot on and a big stop there. Jesus Hacks, you having to come up big here early. And you hit on this in the pregame.
Yeah. It's going to be the goalies, I think. Yeah, we'll see.
Offensive zone face-off for Arizona. They'll win that one. Oh, it makes it out of the zone, so Arizona's going to have to reset here. Here comes Rat now. Has that one taken off him by 2 taggers. Or what? Sorry, yeah, 2 tagger. Arizona getting a little sloppy on those out plays right now. Here's HC Metal with it. We'll get it over to Fanzi. Fanzi loses the puck. Now it's Nashville coming back the other way. Oh, no, that one getting knocked off the stick. And Arizona almost getting that one back. Here's Bed Nasty with it now. A little bit of room. Oh, has that knocked off him, and that dangerous attempt cut short. And here's two tagger now. Arizona getting that back, now moving it back the other way. Fanzi getting it up to Rat. Rat with a shot on and another big save from Jesus.
Ooh. Yeah, there's that trap you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, at least the blue line stands. Looks like Nashville can't quite get in.
No, and this is what I'm saying. If Arizona can play this style of game, they can really shut down the style that that Nashville likes to play. They just can't allow any cracks in the armor. Here's two tagger now. He has it knocked off his stick, so Arizona moves it back the other way. Bed Nasty with it now, gets it up to Rat. Rat will lose that. That's going back into the Arizona zone. V-Rab's doing a good job here. Here comes Rat. Oh, has that knocked off of his his stick. That two tagger back the other way over to Slang. Slang getting it over to Tolerant. Tolerant looking out front. Ooh, that gets picked off, and now it's Arizona back the other way. There's Rat over to Fanzi. Fanzi will get it back up to Rat. Shot on and scores.
Oof.
And Bed Nasty getting it done first here.
Yeah, that's how you move the puck right there, bud.
Oh, yes. 100% beautiful goal, beautiful 1T, beautiful opportunity, and absolutely nothing that Jesus Hacks you could do on that one. And it's Arizona up 1-0 here in the first.
Yep.
Nashville with the puck. Now that attempt to dump it in hits a leg. Ooh. And Arizona almost able to pick that one up. Tolerant moving it in. He gets knocked off the puck there by HC Metal. And here they come again. Shot on and scores.
Oh, boy.
And it's Fancy Duck this time.
Yeah. Yeah, they're capitalizing on their opportunities for sure.
Yeah, Arizona definitely a team that is taking advantage whenever things happen here, man. Like that, any opportunity that they get, they are taking advantage of so far. And here we go now. Tolerant with the puck. Gets it back up to the point. Tagger tries to get it out front. That one gets picked off. And again, great defensive job here by HC Metal. Arizona will get that one. Good cut of the pass there. Here's Fatigue. Moving along. There's Slang. Gets it up to Tolerant. Tolerant with a little bit of room. Looking out front. Again, that one gets picked off. And this time it's V-Rabs that was able to grab that. Oh! Almost another goal there. That one loose out front. Nobody can get a hold of it. And it's Nashville back the other way. No, that one's picked off by Fancy Duck. Fancy Duck gets rocked in the corner by Silas. Silas moving it up now. That one gets knocked out. A lot of traffic here in the neutral zone. Arizona's definitely getting better opportunities and picking off passes. Speaking of which, Bed, his pass gets cut off.
The impressive thing from Arizona, as soon as they stop you, they are right on top of the goalie. They get down there.
Shot and scores, and there's Bed Nasty with his second.
As I'm saying it, the same thing happens. Turnover, and immediately right down your throat.
Unreal. Unreal first period here so far for Arizona. And if you are Nashville, you want to try and figure out how to get this under control. Here we go now. Fancy Duck with the puck. Gets it to Rat with a shot on, and Jesus making a big stop there. And thank God you don't want to let this one get completely out of control. Here's two Tagger. His pass misses everyone. HC Metal will get that out of the zone. Here's Tolerant now. Tolerant holding it in the corner. Oh, they try to get the shot on, but nothing getting through there, just hitting the side of the net. Again, good defensive job keeping them to the outside here. And now here's Bed Nasty with the puck. Gets it up to Rat. Rat, almost getting that back, but Tolerant brings it back the other way. We'll slow it down, get bumped off, and that's the end of the first period. What a first period.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, to say the least. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. And again, it wasn't wasn't puck control. I mean, not to say that it wasn't bad puck control. It was like we were talking about, turnover and then immediately on top of you, and that was quick. I mean,
Very quick.
I think all three of their goals. I mean, from the time that they had the turnover to the time they scored the goal, a second or two. You know, that's that's the difference right now. That defense, like you said, you nailed it.
Yeah, and looking right there, looking at just that total, the shot total alone, 6-0 right now. Right, Arizona doing a good job keeping them to the outside, playing that trap, making it really hard for them to get in over the line and do anything with the puck. Good job at collapsing and taking their assignments. And so far, just a great job done here by Arizona. Here we go, second period about to get underway. Face-off win for Nashville. Silas getting it over to bed. That one will get dumped into the zone. Arizona able to get it. There's HC Metal trying to get it up the left wing. Tolerant grabbing that back. Tries to get it over the middle, but that one gets taken by Ducky. Here comes Arizona now. Rat with a backhand shot and a big stop there by Jesus Haxu.
Yeah, I thought that was going to find the way.
Two Tigers has that knocked off of his stick. But Vox able to get the shot on. That one got tipped on the way. And Dealey having to make a big save there for Arizona. Now here comes Arizona right back the other way. Shot on. Another big save by Jesus Haxu. HC Metal with a shot. That one gets tipped on the way through. And another save. Wraparound attempt. Oh, and Jesus having to make a bunch of saves here. Here's Fancy Duck now in the corner. Gets it up to the point. HC Metal's shot gets blocked on the way through. And now 2-on-2 back the other way. Here's Tolerant. Gets it over to Two-Tagger. Two-Tagger trying to keep it down low. That one getting knocked off. Two-Tagger gets a back shot on it. A big save by Dealey. Ooh, and he's going to play that one. It's almost April, boys. We play those. Let's go. Oh, Bartsky just not able to get that over to Rat, who was waiting for it. Yeah, they'll go over the line and take the offside. Bed Nasty getting hurt on that one. He got absolutely leveled there by Shoot Silas.
Yeah, I don't think the guy even realized his guy was down there.
No, I don't think so. Here we go. Nashville able to get it down into the Arizona zone. They knocked that one off. Good job there by Two-Tagger pressuring. But Arizona able to get it out. Who's that? Oh, good job by Bed Nasty trying to get that on, but a better job by the defense there holding that down. Rat with another pick. Here's Tolerant now. Turning it around, looking back up to the point, up to Votigue. Good job with the puck. Oh, that one gets picked off right as I say it. We'll send that one down. Icing waved off. Oh, no, icing wasn't waved off. I thought it was.
That was a late call, but you were spot on. I'm impressed with the patience and decision-making of Nashville, but the good defense of Arizona is still ending up getting the better end of it.
Right now, yes. Yes, they definitely are. Here's Two-Tagger. Two-Tagger making a little bit of room. His shot goes off a leg and wide. Oh, big shot there by Slang. Now here's Tolerant again. Tolerant trying. Ooh, nice little spin pass there, but it missed everybody. There's Votigue. Votigue getting it up to Slang. Slang over to Tolerant. And that one goes offside, so we'll get another neutral zone face-off here.
Yep.
Pretty good game so far. Like I said, a little interesting to see. Didn't quite expect this offensive explosion in the first period from Arizona, but it's definitely been tighter here. And here we go. There's Slang, grabs that, but that one getting picked off too. And like I said, V-Rabs and HC Metal doing a great job here. There's Bed Nasty. Gets it to Rat. Rat trying to get that one back to the point. Good job keeping that in by HC, but he'll get it knocked off his stick. Here comes Tagger. Shot on and a big save by Dealey. Tolerant with the puck again. Getting it down low to Tagger. Tagger looking out front, tries to get that shot on. That gets blocked. It'll make its way to the net, but Dealey able to deal with that one quickly. And again, Dealey playing it. He doesn't want to waste any time, doesn't want any face-offs. Let's go. Love to see that. Here's Two-Tagger now. Great defensive stick there by HC Metal, knocking that off him. Like I said, it's the decisions, man. The decisions that they're making, doing a great job defensively here against this Nashville team that can't seem to get anything going. And here we go. Oh, big shot there by Fancy Duck.
Yeah, big save there, but you point out Daly at the other end. Couple of big saves there because this game goes 1 or 2 the other way, and it's a complete new game.
Yeah, right now all that Nashville needs is one shot on and a big save there by Jesus Haxu. He's not afraid to hold it.
Nope.
Come on, Jesus. It's almost April. We play those.
You leave those goalies alone.
Let's go. And here we go. Good defensive zone
They got
face-off.
enough on their plate. They don't need your nonsense.
Fair enough. Another good defensive play there by HC Metal. Ducky with the puck now gets it over to Bardsky. Oh, with a pass over to Rat. Rat's shot stopped. Jesus Haxu having to come up with another big save for Nashville here.
Yeah. And again, I mean, it's tough to overstate what each of these plays mean at this point in the game.
Exactly. 1:15 remaining here in the second period. Face-off win there for Arizona, but it goes out of the zone, so they'll have to take their time to come back. Here's Bedardski. Has that knocked off his stick. Tolerant with it now. And again, good defensive sticks all the way around. Job. Oh, Ducky with it. Ducky able to get that pass out front to Rat. His shot goes wide, and that'll end the second period. So at the end of 2, still 3-0 for Arizona.
Yeah. Same story. Turnovers. I mean, same story. Less goals, I suppose. But again, everything you said in the beginning of the pregame, that defense is the difference. That defense is making turnovers. Not just the defense. There was a couple of forechecking forwards out there, but yeah, man, that defense is just grabbing everything, getting sticks on everything, and it's tough because when Nashville gets in, you can see they're a skilled team. Yeah. It's not like Arizona's doing this against a bunch of nobodies.
No.
Nashville gets in, they're making right calls. They have patience. I'm very impressed with the patience.
Yeah.
And it's just the defense are out patience-ing them.
Yeah.
I know that's not a word, but that's what it is.
No,
that's what it is.
Arizona is doing a good job keeping them to the outside and ensuring that they're not getting those quality chances, those high percentage chances like you would normally see Nashville getting. Here we go, third period underway. That shot goes wide. They go now, shot on, hits a body on its way through. Good shot there by V-Rabs. Good decision anyway. HC Metal with it now, getting it up to Bedardski. Here we go, shot on and scores. And Fancy Duck getting his second of the game.
Yeah, that was a nice breakaway right in. Went back to the backhands. That's going to get a lot of goalies.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time. That is definitely going to get a lot of the goalies in any league. And here we go now, 4-0 for Arizona here in the third period. Here's Rat with it. Rat has it knocked off his stick. There's Tolerant getting it over to Tagger. Oh, that one drops back to Slang. Nashville goes offside, so we'll get another neutral zone face-off here outside of the Arizona zone. Face-off win for Nashville. There's Tolerant. Tolerant has that knocked off his stick. Shot from the point. Hits a stick on the way through and goes wide. Rat gets absolutely rocked there by Votigue.
Big hit.
Tolerant trying to find some room. Manages to get it back. Tries to put it out front, but hits the back of the net. And a little bit of a better job forechecking here by Nashville in that last sequence there. Icing called. So Nashville will get an offensive zone faceoff. Busta saying, come on, Nashville. Right? Come on, Nashville. Let's go.
Willing them through it.
Yeah. Will it into existence, boys. HC Metal with a good stick there, knocking that off. Nashville will have to reset here. Slang faking the shot, but then loses it. But Tolerant able to get that and get a shot on. Big save there by Dealey. And now here comes Arizona back the other way. Dr. Rat shot and scores.
Oof.
And Rat getting his first of the game. It is 5-0 Arizona.
That's one of those goals where it's not necessarily cross crease, but you change the height, not necessarily height, but the the tier. I don't know
Yeah.
how exactly to word it, but from high to low, and the goalie's not able to set right, and it gets by him.
Oh, that was a fantastic, beautiful set play there. Oh, Rat with another shot on. That one goes to the side of the net, or behind the net, sorry. Here's Fancy Duck with the now shot on. Another big save there by Jesus. He's going to cover that one. Oh, he's playing it. Let's go. It's almost April, boys. Let's go.
He heard you.
Let's go. Love it. Love it.
Speaking of goalies playing it,
Yeah.
that's a goalie shot.
Oh. He tried to put that one out, and that was almost dangerous. Podarski was almost able to grab that one. Pass up. Here's Rat now. Getting it over to Bed Nasty. Bed Nasty with a shot. That one gets stopped. Oh. And Fancy Duck gets that one knocked off him. Arizona able to get that back. Fancy looking up to the point. Here's Tolerant with it now. Tagger getting bumped, but may be able to get the puck back. Going up front. Shot and a giant save there by Dealey. 8:30 remaining here in the third. Here's Rat. Good little move there. Gets it back. Shot on and scores. Now all three of these guys have two. Who's going to get the Hattie?
Oh.
It's 6-0. 6-0 Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh boy, not at all what I was expecting in this one.
Me either, man. Me either. Loose puck right in front of the net, not a good recipe.
No, not at all. Nashville will win that face-off. There's Silas with it. Gets it to Tolerant. Tolerant up to Slang. Slang looking back to Tolerant. Shot and scores! And it's 6-1. At least they got one on the board.
Sure. I mean, I was wondering if that shutout was going to keep, but you can't hold back a team this good for this long, even if you have great defense.
It's Harry saying, I think Nashville's going to win still. We shall see. We shall see. Here comes Arizona. Rat with a pass. Over to Fancy Duck. That one gets blocked. Nashville right back the other way. Tagger has that one knocked off him, and now it's Arizona coming back. Good job there by Slang getting in the way. Slang over to Tolerant. Yeah. Here comes Rat. Rat getting it over to Bed Nasty. Bed Nasty back to Rat. Shot scores. And it's Rat that gets the Hattie. 7-1 Arizona.
Wow. That was a missile. That took off.
Fantastic. Fantastic play there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Face-off win for Nashville. There's Tolerant. Tolerant getting up to Tagger. No, not. They get the shot on there. Not a hard one to make there for Dealey. Tolerant again up to the point. That shot gets tipped. Oh. A couple opportunities there. Nobody able to hit that puck. And here now, Bed Nasty. He wants the hat trick. And he'll get it.
That was a quick shot, man. I thought maybe one that Jesus would like to have back.
Oh yeah, 8-1.
Even on a breakaway.
Yeah, 8-1 here. Oh man. Yeah, you got to feel bad for Jesus, like such a talented goalie, and just kind of getting hung out to dry here. Another shot on. Big save there by Hacks. And Arizona just all over this Nashville team. Here's Bed Nasty. His pass misses. Rat with another intercepted pass there. Shot on. Oh, and a big stop there by Jesus.
Sure.
Tolerant getting that over to Tagger. Tagger still with it. Looking out front. Shot and scores. And Tolerant getting his second of the game. Signs of life from Nashville. Hopefully they can carry this over into the second game.
Sure, and I mean, look, that's the name of the game. I mean, you get very few shutouts, especially against talented teams, and
100%. Fancy Duck with a shot and scores. He wanted a hattie too. All three Arizona forwards with a hat trick in this one.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
They must have been listening. They were watching the stream and heard you ask the question.
Yeah, Jesus.
Who wants the hat trick?
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, they all did. Jesus, shake this one off.
They all answered the bell.
Yeah. Hopefully, his defense can help him out a little bit better in game 2. 49.4 remaining here in the third period. 9-2 for Arizona. This one has not been what we expected. Arizona winning the face-off. HC Metal getting it to Rat. Rat with a little bit of room. Tried to get that pass over to Fancy Duck on the right-hand side. Oh, big stop there. He's going to throw it out. And here they come. Two-tagger over to Tolerant. Tolerant trying to get it back over to two-tagger. Again, great defensive job there by HC. Ooh. Good little opportunity there. They'll move it back. Oh, that one's going to be offside. That was offside by about 1.5 miles, boys. Come on.
There's a big blue line right there.
Yeah, you got to stop at the blue line there, Bed Nasty. And here we go. 21.3 remaining. Tolerant has that one knocked off his stick again. HC, great defensive game here. Like I said, this guy, great defenseman. Oh, V-Raps has that knocked off his stick. Two taggers with a backhand shot and a stop there. If he hadn't hesitated, I think he had that.
Sure, I think he was trying to make the goalie make the move.
Yeah. Well, he was just able to get back in time, and that's it. This one is over. 9-2 for Arizona. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah. And wow. You wonder, when was the last time you saw, what was that, a 7 goal difference, and the losing team was above on time on attack by almost a full minute?
That is...
It's the counterattack. It's the counterattack and the defense that we talked about all game. I mean, the counterattack, they would take the puck and just go score. No need for time on attack.
No.
Just go score.
No.
And that's what they did.
No, and that's exactly what I mean, right? Like, so, as I had mentioned before the game, HC Metal and V-Rabs both doing a fantastic job there, respectively. Defensively, especially on HC Metal side. You saw the amount of turnovers that he caused. But the job that the two of them were doing along with Rad at center, right, to keep Nashville to the outside. They weren't getting any of those high-quality shots. A lot of those cross-crease passes, they were able to get a couple there in the third period, but that option wasn't there early on. And they had to force those out, which actually ended up causing a couple goals going back the other way, which we saw late in the game, both from Bed Nasty and Fancy Duck, right? So... Wow. Not at all what I expected.
It wasn't just on their end of the ice too. There was a lot of turnovers when Nashville was trying to break out. I mean, there was a couple of big plays on that side of the ice also.
Yeah.
And again, Nashville's no slouch. Those are really good players that are out there.
Yes.
And sometimes you run into a wall. Happens.
Yep. 100%. That it does. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Are these guys live? I think they are live. Hold on 1 second here. Get that going. Boom. Full screen. All right. Just gonna turn off the. The volume on that game for now. Sorry guys, I'm just in studio mode here. Yeah. So again, solid game. Just an absolutely solid game for the Arizona Coyotes. Yeah, like you pointed out, the time on attack telling a different story to what the outcome was. But we saw no shots in the first period, allowed 5 shots in the second period. But again, doing a great job holding them to the outside and not letting Tiger and Tolerant do what those two can do.
Sure, and like you said, no shots in the first period, but they also didn't score in the second period. No. Delhi had to, and Delhi faced a couple of good shots there. Yeah. Faced, again, the defense had his back, of course, but he faced some opportunities there. And as we said during the game, even if one of those goes in there, even if one goes in, and now we get a 2-goal game going into the third period, and who knows what happens. But they were able to really turn that on in the third period because it was still a 3-0 game going into the third.
Yeah, exactly. It was, but again, and then you can't talk about that game without talking about Ratterly, Bed Nasty, and Fancy Duck all getting hat tricks.
Of course, we're talking about the defense, but of course you still gotta We got a point.
Got
Put
to
him
give,
up.
yeah, got to give praise, and those boys definitely did the job that they needed to do quickly. While they're just getting ready to start up here, going to take a look at the lines for our second game. As mentioned before, it's Vegas Golden Knights versus the Detroit Red Wings. For the Vegas Golden Knights, at center will be Gatto, Kaprizov on the left wing, and Straight X Inc. at right wing. Casey Lombardi at left D, Ranty at right D, and Casa in goal. For the Detroit Red Wings, it's 1-4-1 at center with Zaramone on the left wing and Super Roger on the right. Parmacy at left D, Lindell at right D, and Serial Sniper in net. Again, Serial Sniper, another one of those guys. All-star goalie. We know exactly what this guy can do. Vegas kind of Vegas is one of those teams where there's so much potential. Like, we've seen exactly what these guys can do, but the slides are real, right? And it just seems like there's no consistency there. And I don't know what the answer is for them.
Yeah. Again, I also don't know, but just taking a shot at what we do know can happen. Sometimes you just don't play right. The chemistry isn't there. Sometimes it just takes longer to find. If you're a great player and you can adapt, maybe you'll figure it out. But these are short seasons. You got to work on it. You got to practice together. You can't, your games together can't be only at game time.
Yeah.
Only on weeknights at 10 o'clock. You gotta play together. Even if it's just a couple of people. Just getting chemistry with somebody. These games, the talent level is so close together.
Yeah.
So close together that the difference in a lot of games, or at least a lot of periods, which of course lead to games, it is whether I know you're going to take a step forward versus whether you're going to take a step back in a certain situation, and that's the difference sometimes. Again,
100%.
so you got to get out there and you got to play with your team, and hopefully these guys are doing that and figuring it out.
Exactly. Let's hope that that's what they're doing. Still waiting for these guys to start up. So while we're waiting for them to get going here, guys, I'm going to hit you one time with the socials, and we'll be right back. Oh, nope.
Want more 6HL? Give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. As well, you can join us every time we go live for one of our streams on the official 6HL Twitch channel.
You're good.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, so just waiting for Vegas to get started here. Serial Sniper in the chat saying that Vegas lit them up in the last game, 4-1. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Know how good of a goalie you are, so I'm sure they must have come out strong. But again, if you take a look at that lineup that they're putting out there, this guy Gatto, when Vegas picked him up, wasn't really sure what to expect. Hadn't really heard much of the guy. Haven't really seen much of them, but just from a couple times watching him, man, this guy is magic to watch. And when he gets going, it doesn't matter who's on his wings. He can set everything and anything up.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. As somebody that appreciates a nice shiny apple way more than a goal, I am looking forward to see that. But Serial Sniper, as you mentioned, a good goalie. He played with the guy a little bit. He's one of the better goalies I play with, and looking forward to see what he can do. I mean, he's an all-star. Here in the 6HL, that's nothing to shake a stick at, and handsome guy from what he tells me anyway. I don't know if that's accurate.
Well, apparently he is pretty handsome. So really quickly, guys, going back to some real hockey news here. Not sure if any of you have seen it, but earlier on tonight, the real Ottawa Senators were playing the Philadelphia Flyers. Senators Derek Brassard left the game early with an apparent leg injury. Now, if you have or haven't watched that video, I would suggest taking a look. Apparently, according to the Senators, he's been brought to the hospital. They're doing X-rays, but it looks like he actually broke his leg. One of the Philadelphia players it was just the way that they all fell and were crashing towards the net. His leg kind of landed between the goalie pad and another player on top of it. And yeah, like it looks absolutely nasty. But apparently that's the last word so far from what happened there.
That's unfortunate. I liked Brassy when he was in the Rangers. He was a great playmaker. I mean, he didn't get enough credit. Was one of the harder guys to get the puck off of when he was facing the boards and could really work the boards better than a lot of guys I've seen in a long, long time. So hope Brassy gets better. Always one of my favorite guys. Like checking in on him wherever he was.
Oh, 100%. So really quickly, guys, while we got you in the chat here, don't forget that I believe it is next week, and Harry can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe at some point next week we'll be releasing the player awards. The polls for the player awards. So definitely want to make sure that you guys are starting to get your making sure that you're voting for that, right? Again, we want the community to vote on all that. Like we said, with any of these polls, make sure that you get involved and make sure that your voice is heard. That's how we make sure that, the best people are selected by, having all of you vote for the best players in the league. You play against them. You know who they are. Right?
Yeah.
The Rocket is one thing, right? You know who scored the most goals. But a lot of these other ones, the Vezina for the best goalie, like a lot of them, the best defenseman, the Norris. I mean, want your opinion on all of them. Rady for best co-host. I agree with that. Again,
it's a race for second, man. It's a race for second, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy. We'll put a little small box up here, and you and Hollywood will come on, and I'll just be in the corner waving every once in a while.
Don't forget about Buzz, though. We'll get Buzz in there too.
Sure.
You two can take a couple of nights, and then that way I can get a night off here. Vegas just waiting to find Detroit. There we go. They found Detroit. So we'll save that other little bit of hockey news me and you were talking about earlier. We'll save that for after the game so we can talk about that. Some really, really exciting news coming out of the NHL. The new NHLPA director, believe it's Marty Walsh, made a couple of claims today, and one of them is huge for hockey fans and huge for the hockey world. So we'll talk about that after this one. Here we go, about to get down to it. The Golden Knights of Vegas and the Detroit Red Wings for our 10:45.
Looks like we got ourselves a impromptu third streamer there up in the corner. Who is this streaming right here?
This stream, hold on, let me just double check. Oh, nope. Where is it? This one here. So this is C. Lombardi.
There you go. And he's on the stream with us there in the corner there. So,
are you watching, Lombardi? Yeah. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching there, bud. Right. Wait, was that a thumbs up? Or was that not a thumbs up? I don't know. I think
they're going over some last-minute strategies in the Discord right now.
Must be. Well, apparently they got the win in the first one there. So let's see if he. Last time I asked him to turn off the commentators for me. Let's see if he remembered to do it this time. So far, no commentators. This will be good. Nope, there's commentators. Okay, here we go. Yep. So we're not going to bother with that. Boys getting set. Here we go. Vegas winning the face-off. There's Ranty with the puck. Ranty trying to get it over to the right-hand side. That one gets knocked away. Vegas will have to get reset. Here's Lombardi with it. Gets it up to Gatto. Gatto on the left side. Ooh, has that one knocked off his stick. Detroit now going to try and move it back the other way. Good pressure here so far by Vegas. Ooh, pass, and that one gets picked off, and here comes Super Roger with a little bit of room. Shot on, and a big save there by Casa.
Great save.
Here's Kaprizov now. Kaprizov getting absolutely rocked in the corner, and Detroit's going to move it back the other way. That one getting knocked off the stick, so they'll have to reset. Getting that one across the line. We'll go all the way around. Nobody there on the right-hand side. Ranty able to get there in time, though. Has that one knocked off him, and Super Roger coming again. Oh, a little bit of room there. Looking over. And couldn't get it over to Zaramone there. Now they come back the other way. Oh, Lindell. Oh, back to Kaprizov. A shot and scores. 1-0.
Sure. It was coming.
1-0 Vegas here. First period action. 14-11 remaining. Lindell with the puck now. Is it over to Hossa? Oh. Here's Super Roger now. That pass gets broken up. Zaramone with it. Gets it back down to Super Roger. Looking out front. That one gets picked off. And here comes Gatto back the other way. Good job there by Parmesan. Knocking that one off. And getting it back out. Detroit doing a pretty good job defensively here. They just got to stop some of these quick rushes. Oh, there's Ranty with a little bit of room now on the right-hand side. He gets it around back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov to Gatto. Gatto with it in the corner. Comes back out front looking to try and get that to somebody. That one gets knocked off. Going around the boards. Ranty will get it back. Zara knocks that off him, and he'll head back the other way. Ooh, good big hit there by Gatto on Zaramone. Vegas. Oh, what a hit there. I don't know who that was that threw that hit, but Lombardi went flying. Ooh, shot on. That one gets blocked on the way through. Another pass out front. That one gets blocked. Gatto picks it up. They'll take their time and reset. Here's Kaprizov over to Ranty. Ranty getting it to Lombardi. Lombardi moving out front. Oh, not able to get that shot off. That one hits a body. And now Detroit coming back the other way. 1-4-1. At least he stopped before going offside. There we go. There's Zara. Looking to try and get it over to the side there. And Super Roger had cut in just a little bit too much. Here's Kaprizov now. Oh, got that one to Gatto. That one gets knocked off the stick. Can't see exactly what's happening in the corner there, but Gatto comes out with it. Here we go. Detroit now back the other way. 1-4-1. Gets it back. Shot on. Scores! That went off of Ranty's skate and in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would look like an own goal.
Yeah, so I think 1-4-1 will get credit for that one. But Ranty should get the credit there. That goes off of his skate and in. Kaprizov getting it down low. Detroit now heading back the other way. This one tied up at 1, 3:33 remaining here in the first period. Shot on and a big stop there by Kosa. Coming right back the other way now. There's Lombardi. Gets it over to Gatto. Gatto looking out front. Ooh, skate tries to get that shot on. But again, good defensive job here by Detroit. That shot goes in. And I think it was tipped. Yes, it was tipped by Gatto.
Oh, yeah.
2-1.
Yeah, I was wondering how that found a way from that angle. But yes, you see the tip. And that's usually the answer.
Yeah, Kaprizov with a good shot there from a bad angle, but yeah, good stick there. Absolutely fantastic stick by Gatto. And now it's 2-1 for Las Vegas here. 2:11 remaining in the first period. Face off
for the defense.
Oh, yes, it is. Face off win there for Detroit. They'll just dump that one in. Vegas will take their time to get reset. Lombardi with the puck now. Gets that up over to Gatto. Gatto looking left side to Kaprizov. Shot on. And Straight gets stopped. No, second shot, and Straight gets it this time.
Wow, kept on fighting. Keep hacking.
Unreal there. Straight would not be denied, and it's 3-1 Vegas. Unreal.
A little bit of a regrouping here.
Ooh, yeah, definitely need to take the time out before this one gets out of control. Hopefully they can slow it down.
Sure.
Sniper is a fantastic goalie. You know, we normally, we know what he's capable of. Couple of those, that one there, just that bounce. You know, there was absolutely nothing he could do there.
No, I'm really on the last two.
Yeah. And here we go. Lindell tries to get that pass through. Gatto picking that off. And here they come now. Zarmo with the puck. Gets that to Parma. Oh, that shot gets blocked on the way through. Ranty with it now. Has that knocked
Yeah,
off
and
his stick. And that's the end of the first period.
there was a window there, short side, that might have found the home if that wasn't blocked. That was a big block late.
Yes, it was. Here we are. Coming back to us now.
Yes, sir.
And here we go. Not a bad first period, you know. Obviously, Las Vegas getting, taking a little bit of control there. But this is definitely not out of reach for the Detroit Red Wings, who have had a lot of success as of late. So I expect them to, to be able to claw back and fight their way back into this game. They just got to find a way to slow this Vegas team down. That front line of Gatto, Kaprizov, and Straight are fast.
They are. And obviously Chem there. You see they know where each other are. They're making the smart decision, the quick decision.
Yep.
And 75% passing is not too bad just to open up with.
No.
Not many shots either way, 4-3. So these guys are looking at picking their spots, but not what we thought we'd see at a sniper.
Yes, they are. No, absolutely not. And here we go. Second period underway. Face-off win by Vegas. Super Roger getting that one shot on and a big save there by Casa. Ranty gets it now up to Gatto. Gatto over to the right side to Straight. Straight gets it back to Ranty. Ranty looking over to the left-hand side, and that one gets picked off. And now here's Zaramone back the other way. He tries to get a shot off. That one gets knocked off his stick by Ranty, and now here come the Golden Knights. Ranty with it. Oh! That one almost finds its way through. Bumping right on into the goalie there. Ranty didn't care, and a good job there by Gatto. Knocking Super Roger off that puck. He's like, no, back off.
Right, at a spot where you expect to see a poke check there. Instead, he just pushed him over.
No, just blew him right up. Oh, Casey Lombardi with a shot and a big stop there by Serial Sniper.
Nice.
Good job there pinching by Casey Lombardi. Love a good defenseman that can do that, right? Recognizes the play, knows that opportunity's coming and taking it straight to the net. Great job there, Casey.
Great observation. That was exactly what that was.
Exactly. And here comes Zaramone now. Zaramone over to One Force. Lindell with a shot on. That one gets blocked on the way through. Shot and scores. And Zaramone
Nice
getting one here. And like I said, they're right back in it. It's 3-2.
Yeah, that's a good loose puck pickup by the defense. Shoots it in the tip, rebound, right there. A little bit of room, takes it in.
There we go. And here comes Detroit again, pressuring. Definitely looking like a different team here in the second period. Here comes Gatto now. Gatto with a little bit of room. He gets knocked off the puck. And so there's something else that they're doing a little bit better. They're doing a little bit more to slow them down, not giving them quite as much room. And that's helping here. Here's Essa with the puck. He'll get it over to the left-hand side. Shot. Oh, and that one goes wide of the net. I'm going to get called for the offside, so we'll get a neutral zone face-off.
Wow, that one was close. There was room. There was room in the net. And he put it wide.
Yes, there was. Here we go now. Lindell with the puck. Gets it to Super Roger. Super Roger over to Zara. That shot gets stopped by Casa. And now Vegas coming back the other way. There's Gatto. Kaprizov. Kaprizov over to the right-hand side. Skate with it now. Looking back up to the point to Ranty. Shot on, and that one stopped by Serial. Detroit now coming back the other way. 1-4-1 over to Super Roger. Super Roger gets that knocked off his stick, but able to get that one back. Oh! Great job here forechecking by Detroit. Shot on. That one hits a body on the way through. Casa still had to make a stop there. Detroit still with it. That one going out to the other side of the net. Zara getting knocked off the puck. Still able to hold on to it. Shot. And another stop there by Casa. Zarmon with the puck again. Shot out front. Oh. Pass out front shot there. And another big stop by Casa here. Detroit definitely buzzing now here in the second period. 9:01 left.
Sure. And Casa up to the task so far.
Yes, he definitely has been. This has been a lot of fun to watch. Here we go now. Ooh, almost a big face-off win there for Detroit. There's Zara now to Super Roger. Back to Zara. Oh, my God. What a play there, but what a giant save by Casa, keeping Vegas ahead by 1.
Put a circle around that one if we come back with a similar score at the end here.
Yeah, if it's a 1-goal game, Casa definitely saved it there. And here we go. Lombardi gets absolutely rocked there. Thought he was going to find a little bit of room. But instead, he just found the giant body of Essa Lindell, who was like, nope, no thanks.
Yeah, yeah, that door closed very quickly.
Yes, indeed it did. Offensive zone face-off here for Vegas now. Detroit's going to win that face-off. Zarmo with the puck, trying to get it down low. Here comes straight back the other way now. Straight getting it over to the left-hand side. Shot on by Kaprizov, and a big stop there by Serial Sniper. Super Roger getting it. Oh, here we go. Shot on. Big shot. Scores! And Zarmon getting it done.
Wow, we have
Hey, wait.
hats come out. And we have a new game.
Hey, wait a minute. That center that's playing there, that 1-4-1, is that Chris Christinoff? Come on. Come on. Is that really him? Good job there, buddy. Great play setup. It's now 3-3. 5 minutes remaining. Here's Gatto. Gatto over to Ranty. Ranty up at the point. Oh, trying to get that over to Kaprizov, but that one gets blocked off. Gatto getting it back. Straight looking to get it to somebody out front. Nobody there. Lombardi sends that one down low. And again, now Vegas doing a good job for checking here. Lombardi tries to get that shot on. Can't get it through. That goes wide. Detroit picking it up now. Essa over to 1. And here they come now. There's Parma's shot on. Oh, and a big stop there by Casa.
Ooh, I thought there was a look there, and the goalie closed it back up, but
Me too.
looked like he cheated a bit and got back.
Yes, he did. Oh, Gatto with the puck now. Looking out front. Oh, Serial Sniper bumps that one away. And now Detroit coming back the other way. Under a minute remaining here in the second period. Here's Parmacy. Super Roger with it now. Has that knocked off his stick, and Kaprizov bringing it back the other way. He'll dump it far side. And that is the end of the second period. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a game this one has been so far.
Yeah. Again, story of two tales. I mean, that first game we saw, it was almost the same thing. 3-0 here, 3-1. But in the second period, one team was able to figure it out, the other team wasn't so far. So let's see what the third holds for us here.
Yeah, exactly. It'll definitely be interesting to see. Shots 14-8 in favor of Detroit. Detroit definitely doing a better job, getting into the zone, like I said. We're also doing a better job at slowing Vegas down. Vegas getting a little bit of pressure there at the end, but seems to be more even. Detroit was really pressuring them for about half of that period at least. Right? It was solid nonstop pressure from Detroit.
Yeah. No, again, really turned it on that period. I mean, they answered the bell. We've been in those fake locker rooms. Hey, bad period. Let's go get this one.
Yeah.
And that's what they did.
No, that is exactly what they did. Here we go. Third period about to get underway. Big face-off win there for Vegas. And here they come now. There's Kaprizov. Kaprizov gets bumped off of the puck. Here's 1-4 getting it up. Ooh, gets it up to Super Roger. He has that knocked off of his stick. Now here's Gatto. Gatto getting it over to the right-hand side. Skate gets knocked off the puck. Ranty able to grab that. Now here's Lombardi. Lombardi holding up at the point, looking towards the front. Ooh, that one gets knocked off his stick by Super Roger, and Ranty's going to have to go chasing that one back, and Vegas will have to get reset. Oh, he's skating. Here he comes. Gets it to Gatto. Gatto has that one knocked off his stick. Here's Super Roger now. Good job there by Ranty, keeping him to the outside, taking the right lane, not trying to go for the big hit and letting him get around him. Just a good job pinning him to the boards, getting a little bit of body on him. Gatto with the puck now, out front side, scores. Skate getting it done here, and that's his second of the game.
Not sure what happened there. It looked like it just bounced around and was sitting in front, waiting to be picked up.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Skate did a good job getting a hold of that one and puts that one away. Here's
Yeah,
Kaprizov
good
now.
pass.
And it's 4-3, 14:45 remaining here in the third period. Vegas up 4-3. Kaprizov getting it over to the right-hand side to Skate. Skate gets bumped off the puck. Parmacy gets it up to our boy Chris Christinoff. I'm positive that's who that is. Big shot on.
Ooh.
And a stop there by
Oh.
Casa. Super Roger shot scores.
And they keep coming. They
Super
keep coming. They'll get it.
Yeah, Super Roger getting that pass cross crease over to Zaramone. And this one's all tied up.
Yeah, that's man. Took them a little while to get going, but they are now in high gear, Detroit.
Yes, they are great pressure. Here they come now. Kaprizov. It's knocked off the puck. Lindell getting that one. Here's here's one force. Looking to get that one out front. Oh. Now Gatto coming back the other way. Kaprizov gets that knocked off him. Lindell sending that one down. Super Roger with a little bit of room. Shot scores! And it's 5-4 for Detroit. Oh, boy. So Arizona.
Yeah, they don't.
Sorry.
They don't call him average Roger.
No, he is Super Roger indeed. Just getting a quick update here. Being told that Arizona took game 2 from Nashville, winning that one 3-0.
Okay, a little tighter.
Yeah, so they got the shutout in that one. Kaprizov with the puck gets that down low out front to Skate, trying to get that one out front to Gatto, and that one just got picked off, and thankfully it did. For Detroit anyway. Here's Kaprizov now. Shot on. Oh, that one goes off the crossbar and up. Detroit can't get that out of their zone. Ooh, Kaprizov goes offside. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off here.
Oh, excuse me.
8:20 remaining. Come on, chat. Give us your predictions. What do you think? Detroit going to take this one, or can Vegas come back? Here we go now. Here's Gatto with the puck. Gatto getting it over to Ranty. Ranty over to Kaprizov. Kaprizov back to Gatto. Gatto with it down low. Gets it over to Kaprizov. Kaprizov up to the point to Ranty. Ranty with a shot on that one. Gets tipped, and a big stop by Serial Sniper. Harry thinks no one wins.
Remind me to circle back to that in post game.
Oh, yeah, that was a massive save there. Big save by Serial Sniper. And here we go. Zaramone with a little bit of room. Shot on and scores. And it's 6-4 for Detroit.
Yep. Now you got to really press if you're Vegas.
Yes, they do. 6:05 remaining. There's still time. But they got to get something going. Lindell with the puck gets it over to Super Roger. Super Roger will send it across. Ranty with it now to Lombardi. Lombardi getting it up to Kaprizov. Knocked off his stick, but Gatto gets it shot on, and another giant stop there. On the blocker side by Serial Sniper, and here comes Detroit. Ooh, not sure what happened there, but they couldn't get the shot off. Detroit still holding it there. Here comes Ranty now. A little bit of room. He gets knocked off the puck. Detroit will turn it around the other way. Zara taking a giant hit there from Skate. Here comes Kaprizov now. He gets knocked off the puck. Lindell with it. Tries to get that power. Oh, he was looking for Zara, who was way up there. And if they had it connected, that could have put this one out of reach. Here comes Ranty now. No, Zarmo with a good pick. And Casey Lombardi in a good position to be able to knock that off his stick. Here they come now.
Yeah, Clock's feeling me here, though.
Yes, it is. Skate with the puck. Tries to get that out front to Kaprizov. He'll miss that one. It goes out of the zone. Under 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Detroit up 6-4. Looking for that one. Oh, a couple big saves there by Sniper. Straight getting that one back. Another shot and another save. And Serial Sniper doing everything he can in his power to make sure that he's increasing his save percentage. He let a couple of those out when, ooh, hey, but it's almost April, boys. We play those. Let's go.
Yep.
Here we go now. Parmesi. Getting that up the side. Gets knocked down into the Vegas zone. 31 seconds remaining here. Good job there by One Force. One Force with it again. Ooh, he gets knocked off the puck, and now here comes Vegas back the other way. Kaprizov with it. He'll dump that down into the Detroit zone. Parmesi able to grab that. Zaramone with it. He's just going to wrap it around the boards. Super Roger getting it to Lindell. Lindell coming up for one last opportunity. Oh, he can't get the shot off. And that's it. It is over. And wow. What a turn, what a turn, what a turn this game took. We came out, looking at that first period, it was 3-0. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. 3-1, I believe, but or it could have been 3-0. Memory is not my strong point, but close enough.
Yeah.
And we were talking, in that intermission about unusual look from Serial Sniper.
Yep.
And he turned it around. They
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he came up with some massive saves there in that third period.
Yeah, they yeah, and again, it's like we said during the game, it's a tale of can you right the ship? And Nashville righted it. They figured out, at least in that second period, they figured out what to do to stop the other team. They couldn't do what Detroit did, and that was go and get their own goals.
Yeah.
But again, we said in the Nashville game, you just go and get one here. You just go and get one here. And that's essentially what Detroit did. They went and got one.
Yeah.
Then you go get another one.
Exactly.
And then you go get, and you can't score two at a time. So that's what the plan has to be. And of course, it's easier said than done. We could sit here and talk about it. Much easier than those guys got to go out there and do it.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. And one team was able to do it so far, and one team wasn't. Yeah. And of course, you can never talk about a game without talking about the goalies, and they earned their part too.
No, for sure. They definitely did their job. Serial Sniper doing a fantastic job in there. Kosa making some big saves on the other side. He helped. He gave Vegas the opportunity to stay in that game and potentially pick up a W here, but just in the end, Vegas themselves just weren't able to get enough going there in that third period.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right there. He kept them in. It was tied late, and he was a big reason for that. So,
yeah.
Two good games tonight, man. I mean, I know the first one kind of got away at the end, but that was a great game for 2.5 periods, and then this series, I know we know that Detroit fell in the first game. Yeah. Vegas took the first one, and Detroit takes the second one. Maybe a controversial take here, but I always enjoyed nights when you split. They always seem to be the best games. Obviously, usually it was a good matchup if you guys split. No one likes getting their head kicked in. It's a little bit more enjoyable kicking somebody's head in, but to me, the best nights are these splits where you have two evenly matched teams slugging it out. One takes one takes the other. And it sounds cliche, but everyone goes home being like, I played good tonight. I had a good time. Yeah. And we saw that. And hey, these guys are tuning up for the playoffs in a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
This was a good game. Especially that second one.
100%. Fantastic game. Detroit, again, showing exactly what they're capable of. Like I've been saying, Detroit has really turned it around here in the last couple of weeks. They've kind of found their groove. They're staying steady. They may lose a game here, they may lose a game there, but they're staying steady and they're staying, ahead of the standings week to week, and it's good to see. It's fun hockey to watch, and again for Serial Sniper, as a Lindell and Parmacy both doing a fantastic job making his job easy for him out there.
Sure. Even we talked about that one goal from the side. There wasn't much that defense could do there. Sometimes the goalies steal the show and they get all the attention. But you're right. It was a team effort. That back end, those defensemen definitely helped out, of course. Right. And of course the forwards went and got the goals when they needed to. Everyone did their part.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Right on. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You got your Discord open?
I do.
Okay, perfect. So if you get your Discord open, you can mute your mic on the Twitch side, and then go into the 6HL up at the very top there. There's the chalk zone, and anyone else is always welcome to come on in. So just mute your mic on the one side. I'll get you on the Twitch side here. That way I don't have you in there twice. If you come on into the chalk zone in the big 6HL Discord.
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah. So just mute your audio on the Twitch
Yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah. I see.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Oh, that wrong one. All right. I think we're technically sound now.
Perfect. All right. Hmm. Why won't it? There we go. Accept that. There we go. Now I got you. You here with me, Brady?
All right. I think we're good.
So you got to mute your mic on the in the Twitch
You want
side.
a donut?
No, I want to move down.
Okay, we gotta wait a minute.
All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So joining us right now is Essa Lindell, general manager for the Detroit Red Wings here. Sorry, guys, this one is taking.
Hold on a second.
All right. Still getting an echo from you, buddy.
That's right.
There we go. Essa, how you doing, buddy?
A little tired. Not gonna lie.
I bet. So you guys losing the first game, definitely coming back in that second one, getting it all put together. Down in that first period, what was said between periods? Because you guys came out like a completely different team in that second period.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember, but I know I took a lot of the blame for it because I know I wasn't playing very well tonight.
Well, you guys seem to be doing pretty good, especially that second period forward, right? You and Parmesan were doing a very good job keeping them to the outside, getting your sticks in those right places, making a couple, getting a couple hits, playing a little more physically. Because the big thing that I noticed in the first period was just not being able to slow down that quick rush from Gato Kaprizov and straight.
Yeah, I mean, I give a lot more props to Roger for helping me out with covering those 1-2s from Kaprizov, and Farm did a lot better than he did. He did a lot to help me on his offside too. So honestly, I don't take any credit for any of the D tonight, other than the bad parts.
Fair enough. It's still you guys did a great job. Congratulations on that in that second game. That was absolutely fantastic and easy. Just fun to watch, easy to watch. Right, just a great hockey game all the way around the board.
Yeah, once we got it to 3-3, we were buzzing. We felt good in the party. Spirits are definitely a lot more up after that.
Oh, I bet, and I bet for our good friend Serial Sniper. He was definitely had him feeling a little bit better after taking the loss in the first one. Super Roger looking good there for you guys too. He's definitely come alive here.
Yeah, Roger looks great with Zara. They've played together a little bit outside of league, but that was a guy that he wanted, so we went out and got him. And they've looked good together.
Right. So before I hand it over to Brady to ask you a couple questions, one more that I do have for you. We've now gone past the trade deadline. The last RAs have gone out. Maybe the last couple moves going here within the next few days for guys that are waived or whatever. But how are you feeling with the team where it is right now? How do you guys feel?
I feel really good about it. I think that we can take any team in the league any night.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how the game goes. I like the way our top six looks. I'm not in the top 4D, so that's a big improvement from where we were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Is moving me out of a regular role was huge, and I'm really happy to have the group that we do.
Right on. That's absolutely fantastic. Brady. Raid. Oh.
Yeah, can you hear me, bud?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
There we go. Sorry, bud. Something was going on my phone. I couldn't figure it out, but I was able to load up on the computer here.
There you go. Perfect.
Do I have an echo here? I'm not sure.
No,
if
you're
I'm
good now.
mixing this up
You're
here.
good now.
Okay. Yeah. So, we got Essa. I heard some of the questions TJ asked you guys. One of the things I'm always interested in, you touched on this earlier, the fake locker room, in intermission. Are you guys, talking each other up? Are you guys just being quiet, thinking about what you need to do? How'd that first intermission go?
Chuck, am I supposed to be able to hear him?
Oh, you can't hear him?
Not at all, no.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Yeah.
Hold on
Okay.
a second.
Let's see here. Does he have himself?
Uh,
No, he doesn't have himself muted in here. I don't know why you can't hear him. Let's see here.
Now he's muted in here.
Yeah, see, now he's muted in there. I don't know why we can't hear him. He was actually just asking, what was the overall temperature?
Yo,
What was the overall temperature there in your, in that locker room? Were you able to, were you guys kind of able to level things out? Were guys actually talking? You said that yourself, you were hard on yourself, but were guys actually talking in there, or was it just dead quiet?
I mean, we've got a really good group together. I think we've got Kim as a team. Just overall, we are all comfortable with each other. So we never really had a dead silent point in the night. It was just sometimes we're more on topic than others.
Yeah.
So towards the end of the game, we started goofing off a little bit, but not really. Like, we were still on it, just a couple off topic comments and stuff like that. But we stayed pretty communicative. That's not a word, but
Close enough.
we were communicating throughout the games.
Well, and sometimes you got to lighten it up, especially when you're getting ahead like that, right? Like, kind of lighten it up, loosen it up when the game is that tight, until you guys got that second, jumped out by 2, yeah, you want to kind of keep that mood light, right? And
Yeah.
keep the guys going freely. And it showed tonight, for Super Roger, Zara. And was I right? One Force One. Is that Chris? Chris
Yeah.
Christoff? Right on, dude. Fantastic. That guy's awesome. I wish I could use him more
Yeah.
here. That guy is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, no, just
am I on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear him?
Esther, can you hear me?
Nope.
Yes, I
Wow.
still can't hear you. I don't know. Maybe he has you blocked. Oh boy.
There's a list of people out there.
Nothing on
that
my
have
end is
it.
showing him muted.
Yeah.
So-
No, you should be able to hear him. I don't know why. He's not coming through. Really sorry about that. That you can't hear. But again, just an absolute great job for Detroit. So looking now at the playoffs, right? So we're moving forward. We got one more week next season. You guys are obviously in a great position yourselves right now. Who's the playoff matchup that you want? Who would you guys feel comfortable taking in the first round? We don't want to talk.
Honestly,
crap,
I think we're comfortable taking any team in a 7-game series. The only team that I think we don't really want to face is Philly.
but
Philly looks dangerous.
yeah, what a turnaround story for them, right? Not to actually move on to another team, but yeah, like Philly, just some great RA distribution, a few great trades, and like this team is a completely different team now in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, the first couple of weeks did not look like a normal team out of that group, but it's good to see them back to kind of where they've been the last couple seasons in management and really being a solid team that can take on anyone.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Like I said, you guys have done a great job over there in Detroit. Wishing you guys the best of luck for the rest of the season. And yeah, great job tonight, Lindell. You guys did great. And hopefully, while I got you, I'm going to put you on the spot here and tell you that hopefully next week for one of the game nights, you'll be joining me live here on one of the streams. Can I count you in for that next week?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Awesome.
I know Harry's been dying for me to get in there, so.
Well, we'd absolutely love to show you, right? We want to show the whole 6HL exactly who this media team is and everything that we have to offer, especially as we're going forward. Again, Lindell, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it, as always. You've been absolutely fantastic, and like I said before, I wish you guys the best of luck going forward.
Yeah, you guys too. You guys did great on stream tonight, and I've been watching when I can. It's been great.
Well, thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. Have a good one, brother.
You too.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And there we go. That is that. Here, let me just turn you back on here. Hold on. No. Not yet. Not yet. And there we go. Now I got you back on. Oh, you got to turn your mic back on the computer. There we go. Yeah, I think.
Hold on.
There you are. You're there now. Now I got you. I'm not sure what happened. No, you're good. We're out of there. Turn the mic on your computer. Oh, he's got the little one there, getting a little distracted. Yeah, the mic on the computer, buddy. We're out of the room. There we go. I can hear you now.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if I was getting an echo on you.
No. We're good now. So yeah, like I was saying before we were going into that game, we had like a little more NHL news. And guys, I want to hear in the chat what you guys think about this as well. So before the stream started, we were actually talking about it. So today, the new NHL director Marty Walsh, met with the PA and afterwards had a conference, and in that conference we heard something that we haven't heard in a little while, and this gets me super excited. The new NHL director says that it is important to reestablish the World Cup of hockey. We're not getting to see NHL players in the Olympics anymore, so to bring back the World Cup of hockey is massive, and I hope that the NHLPA is going to push the NHL to do this.
Yeah. Like you said, without the Olympics, we don't. And you see it when when the World Junior Classics come around. Everyone gets excited. It's everyone loves country versus country sporting events. Even and. This is how sports grow. People that don't watch soccer get involved in the World Cup every 4 years, and now all of a sudden you're a soccer fan.
Yep.
That hockey needs to do the same thing. I'm very excited. Very excited. Hopefully we see NHL players. That's what we want to see. The best in the world against the best in the world. And of course you could argue we see that every night.
Yeah.
But not, not for a country.
Exactly,
So.
to see them representing their own country, right? Because it allows like full countries to get involved as opposed to North American markets, right? Yes, there are people who watch hockey, all over the world and have their teams. Like I know a lot of guys over in Great Britain, and a lot of them are either Leaf fans or Pittsburgh fans. It's really, really weird. But nonetheless, like if you want hockey to grow. Right? These international tournaments are huge for the growth of hockey. We see it in baseball, as you mentioned. We see it in soccer. We see it now in basketball. Like basketball, the world tournaments in basketball are massive, right? I think what it comes down to is, at least with basketball, right, they do the world tournaments, and the players have the opportunity to say yes or no. And I think it should be the exact same thing for the NHL, because I get the other side of the token, right? You have the league heads who are responsible for making sure that the league stays competitive and everything else. And you have the owners who are like, well, we're paying these guys, multi-million-dollar salaries every year, right? What if they get injured during this? Well, what if? Does it matter when what you're doing is actually growing the game of hockey, creating a larger market for the game of hockey? Like I said, I think we've missed so many. The last World Cup of hockey now was almost 10 years ago.
So yeah. And again, as as a Mets fan, you mentioned the World Baseball Classic just recently. One of our stars went down in a celebration.
Yeah.
Down for the year in a celebration. So that's very much a possibility, and something obviously that can't just be looked off and excused outright. But I agree what you said. It's a net gain. You're building the sport, you're growing the sport, you're introducing it to literally the world in some cases, and I think it's worth it. You brought up another good point. What have we missed? Think about all the great stars in their prime. That we didn't even really think about it because we didn't even realize that we missed it. But I mean, look, one of my saddest moments in hockey, probably one of your happiest moments, Sidney Crosby's golden goal.
Yes. Yes.
How many of those moments did we lose over the last 10 years, like you said? So who knows?
And and that is exactly it, right? Like, you hit the nail on the head, because that's exactly the next point that I was going to bring up. Like, so because we haven't seen one in over 10 years, right? And the last one, I think, did actually involve both, Crosby was playing for Team Canada and Ovi was playing for Team Russia,
Right.
and whatnot. But we haven't had one now in 10 years, which means that we haven't seen, a Team Matthews USA versus, a team McDavid Canada versus a team Panarin like, we haven't seen this, which would be so much fun to see, especially now with like how much more spread out the game is, with the players coming from all around the world, and like how good the hockey really is.
Yeah, no, you're right. And you mentioned Great Britain and those other sports. Just being on the world stage and stuff, that it brings the sport to a lot of people. We take for granted, not to point anybody down, but definitely Canadians. I talk with a lot of my Canadian friends and stuff. I don't think you guys appreciate, or maybe you do, but hockey's, especially the last couple of years, it's been tough to find hockey in the United States, let alone the world.
Yeah.
The NHL does not do a very good job with their exposure and accessibility, and it's something I really, I say all the time. It's my favorite sport, my least favorite league.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
take from that what you will. But let's see the big stars, because those are big tentpole moments. I don't want to be too dramatic, but I mean, there was a goal. I forget who it was, man. I have a terrible memory, but a player scored a goal the other day, and even in the headline, this is like 30 years later, 40 years later, like the headline referenced it as the Forsberg goal, from like the goal that he scored in, what was it, like the '88 Olympics or something like that, or the '92 Olympics. Like it's still, these moments are still referenced in everyday like language.
Yep.
So they are important. Obviously, they hold a special place in the sport, and hockey's, for such an international sport, is lagging behind the other sports in international competition. I mean, even football is all over the world. Nowadays, football is I mean, it's not exactly all over the world, but they're trying. There are games, multiple games in Europe every year now, games in Mexico, and I mean, they're really trying at the very least. And here we are. We have probably the biggest reach outside of basketball and soccer, obviously, and just spinning our wheels. So yeah, I'm excited. I actually didn't even know the news. You broke it to me right before we came on, and I'm excited. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it'll be great for the league. Yeah, like just the best on best competition, because I think if you were to ask the players around the league, like if you were to sit down and do a poll of the players, I think you would have at least a good 80 to 90% of them that are going to say, of course I want to represent my country in a best on best tournament, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Again, good for the growth of the game and everything, but you also hit it on the head, right? My favorite sport and my least favorite league. And like, I blame it on Gary Bettman. I blame it on the issues. I actually blame this on Bettman. And what was that? The 2010s? No, 2009 strike, right? Like it killed the momentum of the game, right? We saw ESPN kind of walk away from hockey. ESPN is now getting back into the hockey, ESPN now getting back into the hockey side of things, which is good to see. We're starting to see some of the movement in the American markets and more people wanting to see hockey. But if you want that growth, worldwide tournaments, best on best, right? Give America a reason to celebrate together for hockey, and not just women's hockey, right? Like, yes, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I am not saying that, that there's anything wrong with women's hockey. I think, when you take away the hitting, in some cases, a lot of that women's hockey is actually like way more competitive than some of the men's hockey that we see in certain areas. Like they're fun to watch, but you want best on best of the world, and that's these guys.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. And to be honest, I'm a big fan of the international ice also. everyone's got their cup of tea. In other sports, guys like pitching duels. Other guys like a lot of home runs. Believe it or not, I'm one of those guys. As big as I am, you'd think I would like the hits. I like seeing skill plays, and like you said, the women's game and the international ice, I think showcases the skill game a little bit more than the NHL game. And I love the NHL game. It's I think a great balance of the two.
Yeah.
But if you're really in the skill game, the women's in general, and then of course the larger international ice is exciting. I love watching the players have just that much more room to do what they do best, and yeah, like I said, it's just best on best, and I hope we get it real soon. I hope it's not just a little bit of smoke here, but
No, I really hope so. I think that if the PA pushes for it, like we're going to see it, right? Because I think the NHL is starting to recognize they're falling behind all the other leagues. If we go back into the 90s, early 2000s, hockey was actually ahead of the NBA in the ratings. Hockey was generally ahead of some football markets in the U.S. for nightly ratings, right? They we saw it ahead of like MLS soccer in all the ratings. It has fallen behind everything now. And that is hugely disappointing. And if the league doesn't do something to turn around it, and I think that this is, a proper answer, right? I think another answer, too, which I don't mean to kind of go off topic and stray on to another thing, but as I mentioned with women's hockey, right? What I cannot understand for the life of me is that there are negotiations going on between, I can't remember what the name of the one women's league is, but there's the one league, I think it's the
Premier.
Yeah. So there's the WPA, and I can't remember what the second one is, right? And they're trying to negotiate to put a league together, right?
Right.
And all this time, Gary Bettman has been approached multiple times, sits around, still continues to do nothing, when the NHL could use their sway to help put a league together, brand it under the NHL, and there you go, right? Again, right? Something more that we could do to increase the scope of hockey around the world and include women's hockey, but where it seems like it's constantly a stalemate.
The unfortunate thing. So I know a little bit about this because I follow it a little bit, and have over the last couple of years. It's actually a very interesting story. There was a lot some shakeups at the top and some real public disputes with players and some of the top brass and stuff there. That's a wild story. Anyone that's interested can easily look up. But the unfortunate thing is that the NHL is actually taking, not only are they not doing nothing, they're taking a step back. Some of these teams actually were getting support. I forget which one it was, but the Devils were supporting one of the teams. There was another one. It might have been your Bruins, but don't quote me on that. Although I also, on the side of good news, I believe Toronto has a new female team recently.
Yep.
Like
Toronto
that.
6.
The 6th, right? Exactly. I was gonna say I know it's a number. I forget what the number is, but yes, the Toronto 6. So yeah, look, I'm a guy that believes representation is very big. I also see a lot of girls hockey when I referee hockey, and it's great. I mean, anyone that says it doesn't matter, anyone that says like some little girl seeing a girl on TV playing hockey, just hasn't sat there and talked to that little girl. Like, kids see people, and for better or for worse. So that's due for the better. They see what they see what happens on TV. They want to do that. And it matters. It absolutely matters. When girls see other girls playing hockey, they say, "Oh, I can do this."
Yeah.
And they get out and go and do it. And like you said, that is only better for the league. Yeah. I've never understood any sort of animosity towards that. I hope I don't sound too preachy or anything like that.
No.
But look, we need. I'm also a realist. We need that little girl's money. We need that little girl to come out to NHL games when she's, of age and has disposable income.
Yeah. And
that doesn't just start. We don't start looking for them when they're 20 years old and have money. we need, the sport needs money. It's that simple.
Yeah.
The sport needs eyes. It needs fans. So yeah, let's promote that league, like you said. Let's get eyes and on it and whatnot. And it's a great product. It's not, if you've ever gone to a minor league hockey game or a minor league, it's a great family outing. You
Yes,
don't
it
have to.
is.
You don't care that it's not like we were talking about with the international competition. You're not there with your family, like, oh, this isn't Ovechkin versus Sydney.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're out there with your family having a great time. Your little daughter is taking an interest, or your son. It doesn't have to be a daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
So let's just get eyes. It doesn't matter whose eyes they are. Let's get eyes on the product. We have an amazing sport. I love it to death. I always say baseball was my first love and hockey was my first mistress, but it's just we got it. We do so bad with our accessibility. And you mentioned MLS.
Yeah.
They recently, I forget what streaming platform, whether it's Hulu or Prime or something like that.
I think it was Hulu.
Right. Every game you can.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what the situation is. You can tune on and find any game that's playing. And of course, that's obviously a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
The failure of the regional sports networks that's going on lately.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this is going to lead to something like that.
Yeah.
And I understand the business side of how that went back in the day when cable was the number one thing, and you were able to swing that hammer as a cable network. But
exactly.
But that day is long gone, and the system that all the sports have right now is ancient, and we got to figure something else out because you can't even find a game nowadays. It's impossible.
100%, right? And like and the revenue statuses have actually changed for the NHL, right? If you look now, right? So on a lot of the broadcasts, if you're watching in HD or I think even in the standard, right? Like for those who still have analog, on a lot of the sports channels now, you'll actually have the advertising on the glass and on the boards that is actually rotating because they have the technology to do that now, which means that they can advertise in individual markets.
Right.
Like depending on where that game is being played versus where it's being broadcast, which means that you should be broadcasting it, which means that some of these local blackouts should not exist anymore.
Sure.
Right?
That's
There's
a very
no
good
reason
point.
for it anymore.
That's a very good point.
And so I'm hoping that the NHL looks at this and actually does something about it, and that we don't face another Gary Bettman lockout, because I think that would be the worst thing for the sport right now. As unfortunate as it is, but again, going right back to it, yes, we want to see international hockey. NHL, get off your ass, please get off your ass and make something happen with not just the World Cup of hockey, but with creating a settlement and a building of women's hockey, and creating the WNHL, because it not only is going to bring more revenue and more fans to the league, but will help to grow another larger generation of kids across all spectrums who love and watch this game. And that's exactly what the game needs. It needs more eyes on it because this, again, is such a great, fast-paced, highly skilled game. Watching some of these guys some nights, that they're absolutely superhuman. Watching the rivalries, it's absolutely fantastic, and we want more people to see it. So hopefully the NHL, if anyone from the NHL is listening, get off your ass and do something. I'm going to be putting this one up on the YouTube. So we're coming for you. We're coming for you.
The wheels are in motion. I hear it already.
That they are. Rady, as always, this has been an absolute blast with you. Enjoyed having you here on a Thursday night. Hope you had some fun.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure talking hockey with you, bud.
Yeah,
great games make it that much better, and I can't wait. We'll try and make this a weekly thing, man. And
man.
And we'll talk hockey and watch some good hockey and have a night, man. This is what it's all about: having a good time with our buds and enjoying the sport that we love and talking about it, man. So thanks to all the teams that played tonight and gave us something to talk about, and made our jobs a little bit easier by having a good night.
Oh yeah, that definitely that second game. The first game, a little bit of a blowout that we saw between Arizona and Nashville. Arizona just mopping the floor with Nashville. But Vegas and Detroit giving us a great game in that second game. That was absolutely fantastic. Well-deserved win for Detroit and a great way to end our night. Rady, again, thank you very much. I appreciate it. On behalf of myself and Rady 420, I am your host, as always, TJ the Chalkboard, coming to you live from the basement of the Legion of Doom headquarters in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. We glad you all took the time to spend the night with us. We love you all, and we'll see you next time.
Want more 6HL? Give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. As well, you can join us every time we go live for one of our streams on the official 6HL Twitch channel.